Relax. Okay. Good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, everyone here. I'm On.
I'm Lynn. Billy.
Yay! Okay, we are group 11, and our topic is Let's Save the Earth in Taichung. Yay! Okay. Before start, I have some questions we'd like to ask you. Have you ever worried about our planet? Did you concern about the environmental problem around us? And have you tried to find out the solution for the melting Earth? Our purpose is to suggest you the best way for helping Earth efficiently and taking action in Taichung. And this presentation will separate it into 4 parts. First part, I will list some global problems in this planet and suggest you the solution, tell you what can we do for the Earth, finally give the conclusion. Okay. So, for example, like food crisis, global warming, deforestation, extreme weather, and water crisis. But what caused these problems? Some reasons of causing food crisis because humans grow lots of crop. But unfortunately, 80% of crop, 9% of soybean, and 95% of wheat are not for humans, but for those animals. And those animals are being used for getting food. Some reason of causing global warming because overgrazing. Overgrazing will cause desertification and deforestation because we need more land. Another reason of causing global warming because of methane emissions. You can see obviously that livestock's methane emissions is obviously much higher than human. Okay? So livestock breeding will cause extreme weather, food crisis, global warming, overgrazing, desertification, deforestation, blah blah blah, boo, 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 and so on. These 2 movies, Before the Flood, that Group 10 presentation inside Before the Flood. And in recently, these 2 movies collaborate with Leonardo DiCaprio are very popular. It's uncovered, really astonished, long-standing secrets in the world. Conspiracy talk about someone who tried to protect the forest in Brazil and tried to convince the government to stop animal agriculture or be killed or murdered by someone in Brazil. Don't be scared. I'm here. And Billy and Dan are over there. Okay. So is there any solution ways? Yes, there are. In common sense, maybe we can turn off the air conditioner if we don't really need it. And we can replace in driving car with taking bus, riding bike. Maybe we can increase the renewable energy, substitute for fossil energy. Or maybe we can decrease the time of using water when we're taking a shower. Or maybe we can choose our food without meat, which is more efficiently. This picture and statistics are from Conspiracy, that movie I just talked about. See here. To produce one hamburger needs 660 gallons of water, and this amount of water are for the human who are for a guy who's showering for 2 months. That's 2 days, 2 months. Yeah. And here, compared to livestock and transportation, which take higher proportion on greenhouse gas emissions, and what is the main reason for causing that deforestation? Okay, livestock covers 45% of the Earth's total land, and the land of use 1.5 acres can grow approximately 17,000 kilograms plant-based food, or just 170 kilograms of meat. So what can we do for Earth in Taichung? Later, if you are thinking about your dinner, find some food without meat. A person who follows a vegan diet can produce 50% less CO2 and uses 1 out of 13 of water and 1 out of 18 of land. Yeah. In Taichung, there are many vegetarian restaurants you can find in Taichung. And there are 10% of people are vegetarian. They all follow the plant-based diet. They all eat the food without meat and from animal. In Taichung, you can find from breakfast to roadside stand, Ya'u, high-class restaurant, buffet, hot pot buffet, cafe are all vegetarian or vegetarian. So what to do to save the earth in Taichung? Choose your food. How to do? Try it. Try it. I promise you, you will feel really great. Who? Every single person is responsible for protect our planet. And where? Googling on Google Maps and type vegetarian restaurant, you will find many. Why? Because this is the most efficiently solution to stop vicious cycle. When? From now on. We can make a difference. Yes, we can, we can make a difference. Simply by eating less animal products and replacing them with plants. Okay? So why not save the earth? Okay, let's save the earth together in Taichung. Yay! Okay, time up. So you can add us as your friend. Yeah, or okay, 1 minute left to go. Okay, or you can add my Instagram. Yeah, someone want to take a picture? 3, 2, 1. Okay, thanks for listening.
It's us. We were wondering if you guys like to hear our presentation. We hope everything will be useful for everyone and also us as well. Hello, my name is Narda. And here's my group. Okay, there are Lydia, Cindy, and also Caroline, and we are all overseas students. Okay, so our topic for today's presentation is tada, apathy threatens democracy. What? Everything threatens democracy? Okay, so let's get started. So this is our presentation syllabus. Okay, the first one, definitions of democracy and apathy will be my part, and the second one, problems caused by apathy, will be Lydia's part, and the third one, effects to democracy, will be Cindy's part, and the last one, solutions and conclusions, will be Farrell's part. Okay, first of all, do you guys know what's the meaning of democracy? No? You sure? You have been listening to 2 other groups that are talking about democracy. Okay. So democracy means a system of a government which power vested in a group of people. Do you understand? No? Okay. It will be more clear later when we discuss about the problems. Okay, next. How about apathy? So, anybody knows what the word apathy means? Oh, sure. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good sentence. Okay. So, apathy means like what he just did just now. I don't care. I don't even care of anything, everything, or at all. Lack of interest, enthusiasm, and concern. Okay. So, what's up with democracy and apathy? Lydia will explain to you guys next.
As we know that democracy is important to us, it leads to our country to be a new and a better one. However, even when democracy exists, there are still some people who do not participate in it. People always feel empathy when making decisions which affect the country and themselves. Maybe they think that they can only give a vote for the election, in the president election, and which does not lead a great impact to the country, and a vote cannot make a great change. So why I still need to give a vote and participate in it? It is unnecessary to do so. However, they don't know that once they have given a vote to the president candidate, it directly means they trust the candidate that he or she will try his or her very best to make a change for the country and leading it to move forward. So again, why are people feeling empathy? As I have mentioned above, it is the people not trusting or believing that a vote can make a change. Also, they don't know. There are some people don't know what is happening in their country, and some people think that it's not my business. Why have to care about it? And some people do not feel interest in the politics, and they feel bored. And now, Cindy, we're going to talk about how it affects our lives.
Hello, my name is Cindy. So I was talking about the apathy to democracy. The most immediate impact of political apathy is a decline in political involvement. It may first seem like harmless thing, like what's wrong with it, but as involvement and interact in government and politics declines, the element of liberty is taken away from the government, and politics is no longer of, by, and for the people. Without people's expression and their concern, government stop being a living entity of the people and become a mindless machine. From those statements, we know that apathy become a serious threat to democracy, and it creates government no longer of the people with true democratic state of affairs. What if is going on in the future? It will place the future in danger. Why? Apathy is more than choosing not to be involved in politics. It's basically like surrender of social investment. And the solution and conclusion will be taught by fellow.
First, I'm going to talk about the solutions. Do you guys have opinions or solutions for apathy?
Okay.
For the solution. Okay. So we think the best solution for apathy is that we have to change our mindsets. Because if you're not going to change your mindset, it means that you're forever at apathy. You need to change your mindset from passive become an enthusiast person. And I'm going to talk, and our conclusion from this presentation is that apathy grows so rapidly these days, and we know that apathy is don't care, lack of interest or enthusiasm, and it is a big problem for democracy. Why? Because we know democracy is that people have equal rights to participate in decision-making processes. So if apathy still growing up, it means that democracy is very difficult to materialize. Okay, here's our sound ribbon. Thank you for your attention.
Hello everyone, I'm Tirgis. We are pleased to be here and thank you for coming. For our topic for the contest is environment in Taichung for foreigners, which is so unique. Many of you might wonder why this topic is so important. Our team has chosen this topic under several circumstances. First of all, we wanted to show Taichung from different aspects, especially from ours, which Taiwanese people have never seen or heard of. Also, this topic is environment for foreigners might be a big issue to the future of the city. I'd like to start from the very beginning. About 3 months ago, 38 Mongolian students have arrived in Taiwan with full of excitement to develop the city and study abroad. And first few weeks were so busy joining events for international students, settling down and exploring the city. And honestly, we loved the city so much. It was the third metropolitan city in Taiwan and one of the most popular city with great attractions and sightseeing. And also, most importantly, the living cost was lower compared to other cities in Taiwan. This is one interesting fact about Taichung. About 87,000 foreigners live in Taichung according to the ARC record 2015. And as you can see, we've only selected countries that have over 50 residents in overall.
So based on our experience in the last 3 months in Taichung, we had the following problems to live in Taichung. First of all, the most difficult thing to adjust in Taiwan is language barrier. Although Taiwan is really safe and friendly country, just plenty of people can speak English. And especially in Taichung, English is not widely spoken, and I have a friend from America. He said that he also was having a difficulty finding a doctor who can speak English fluently, and also he mentioned that language barrier has made it hard for Taiwanese doctors to treat him properly. So language barrier is the biggest cause of inconvenience for expats in their daily life. Because of language barrier, the next problem rose. It is a part-time job. And after a month, we have arrived in Taichung. Besides learning, we had a lot of free time. And however, Taichung has a lower living costs than other cities. We wanted to do a part-time job in our free time. Then some of our classmates started to finding a job. Of course, they failed because of lack of Chinese. So we have noticed that even though we have a work permission, there is almost no chance to do part-time job because of language barrier. So another problem is Taichung has a very difficult transportation system. All of the traffic signs are in Mandarin. When we have just arrived in Taichung, we have no information about bus card, and also we didn't know about how much we should pay in the bus. Then before we took our student ID card, we were often paid $50 NT for a bus, and there is no lingual bus routine for foreigners, so it was really hard to go where we want to go.
And all of these problems, we thought of a solution. It's creating a community for foreigners. This community does anything like for foreigners. For instance, both Taiwanese and foreigners can join the community and join the speaking class where Taiwanese people can learn English and others can learn Chinese. It's like exchanging our information and making friends at once. It's some kind of similar to a host family program most of international students know, but we don't have to wait like an exact date to meet our new friends. We can join anytime we want. And also this community is intermediary for job and foreigners. We don't have to go all day long to looking for a job. We can just go to the community and sign up and find a suitable job that doesn't require any Chinese. And also, this community could provide information for newcomers, like where to buy what and how to use the transportation and information about bus and railway system, which we didn't know at first, and maybe providing some English version of applications and information board for bus and railway.
To sum up, if we have a community for foreigners, we can solve all these problems together, and expats who join our community can work for the community if they want. Thereby, they have an opportunity to live in Taichung for a long time. Also, this community will seek a lot of tourist attention around the world, and tourism of Taichung may be increased.
So we hope this community will make Taichung more favorable for foreigners, for international students just like us. Thank you.
Thank you.